Shit. Can't believe I just was muted all that. We are there. Welcome to the bull run. We are there, people. 68,850. The previous all-time high was 68,789. We are officially in the bull run, or at least by definition, we have gotten into the bull run. So, welcome. It's awesome to be there. I can't believe we are there when we are. We're not supposed, this isn't supposed to work this way, people. Not supposed to work this way. So, very surprised. Very surprised. It was interesting because on Saturday, if you're listening to me on Saturday Night Live, I was like, hey, be cautious. It's, it's extreme greed right now. But then I started looking at a few more things and listening to a few more people and realizing where we were in the cycle compared to previous cycles. And I was like, we're going to be there within the week. And sure enough, we are. So cool that it happened tonight. Too bad it didn't happen. Why couldn't I just waited like 15 more minutes? Just 15 more minutes. Universe, please. Anyway, so hope you guys are all doing well tonight. I know it is, of course, drawn back from there, which is not a surprise, but it's cool. We're there. So so this is kind of going to be a free for all stream because I figured with this going on, I was just going to have this that on the screen the whole show. I figure everybody's going to be watching that anyway. So I'll just talk about a bunch of different things and see what kind of questions you guys have, what you guys want to talk about. So if you do have questions or specific comments that you want me to see and you're not talking to somebody else, please tag me in the chat. I will make sure to read those comments. No need to super chat, although they are appreciated, but no need to do that in order for me to read the chat. But again, do need to tag me. Sorry for those people on mobile. It's hard to tag when you're on mobile. Oh yes, and Sunflower Mama is here to read the chat, so she'll of course throw things at me and poke me and in order to make sure that I see the most important things. So be nice to her, otherwise she won't tell me what you say. Anyway, so I was watching some videos over the weekend. One guy, I mentioned him before, Capital Crypto Venture. He was going over charts and he's like really comparing the cycles. And he's like, look, this is where we were previous cycles. And this is where we are right now. I mean, it all matches up. It's just the wrong time frame, but it's matching up. And then he talked about the length of the bull runs. And the length of the bull runs have actually been getting longer and longer each bull run. So yeah, he basically was saying, if you look at the last bull run was about 340 days. This one, and they always seem to be getting longer by about 1 month. So he figured this one would last about 370. So basically 1 year. So I was one of the people that was saying, it'll be like mid to late 2025 before we see the peak of the bull run. I no longer believe that. It's going to be end of fourth quarter to end of first quarter, I think. And anyway, and he talked about the fact that, you're going to see when we pass through, looking at different moving averages. If we pass through the 50-day moving average around that time, that's an indication that we're at the end of the bull run. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Now the question is, where's it going in the bull run? How high is it going to get? It's going to be a really interesting one. Before it was just like, oh yeah, we have the halving and there's just going to be less Bitcoin out there. So just naturally, we're going to see a huge pump, and it always happened. Now you have that along with incredible demand because of the Bitcoin ETFs. That's going to be, we talk about a black swan event. This is like a white swan event. It is happening for the good, and nobody has any idea how this is actually going to play out. We all can think, oh, okay. The only thing we know is there's more Bitcoin being bought by Bitcoin ETFs than is being mined by Bitcoin miners. That much we do know. I'm on one kind of chat. I'm on top chat. I never notice any difference whenever I change. Yeah. Well, anyway, I didn't actually go through and say who's here, so let me go through that real quick. Little Time Mining, Joker Miner, Chuck Danger, Steven Cicero, Scott Sheffield, Aragorn Strider, Influx Mining. Let's see, Mia and Milo Mining, Cook 4015, Burn. Let's see, who else? Rich Borgia. And of course, Sunflower Mama is here. Automatic Beats, Galaxy 9 Synthesis, Integra Guy, Crypto Tito, Ruskies Crypto Cave, Lestadog C57, Farmer Vincent, and of course, Second TL. Gosh, almost forgot you. Nas City, Hawk Crypto Mining, welcome Hawk. New England Crypto, and Crypto Frank. Good to see you, everybody. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. I figure this is probably going to be a little bit of a smaller show tonight because so many people are going to be streaming. I know DJ's streaming right now. So that's all right. The real diehards are going to be here tonight. So I appreciate that. Now I'm in 4 streams. Who else is streaming besides DJ? I only saw DJ streaming, so I like put his on as I was preparing. I didn't look to see if anybody else was. Please. Okay. Wants me to play the clip. This is dangerous coming from Hawk. If it was the DJ one, we've already seen. Yeah, I've already seen it. We don't need to play it here. Everybody saw it. Everybody was over in the other one. So yeah, and I don't want to blow my eardrums out again. So, Andy's on now? Okay, got it. I'll have nobody here tonight then. Anyway, but yeah, it's been kind of a wild day. Anyway, my dad went to the hospital. He's fine. But yeah, we had a little bit of a scare this morning, but he's perfectly fine. Good things came out of it. Have more of a plan of attack to make him feel better. So all good there. Solar Miner with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Solar Miner. Burn, Rich Borgia, Chuck Danger, Farmer Vincent, and New England Crypto. Congrats. I do get the weather, but it appears to be going north. So I think we are fine. Oh, I see. Yes, I get weather. You talking about bad weather or good weather? No, we didn't get the bad weather yet. It looked last time Sunflower Mama checked, it looked like it was going north. So we'll be keeping an eye on it. Obviously, if weather comes in, I'll have to cut the stream a little bit short. The last time we had weather come in, it was pretty darn close. The tornado that was heading towards us, I think, lifted before it even got to us. But that circulation passed about 2 miles, I estimate 1.5 miles to 2 miles north of us, when it was originally heading directly towards us. Farmer Vincent, welcome to the OnlyFans Club, the Cool Kids Club. Steven Cicero, you guys have already seen it. Everybody here has seen it. We don't need to play it again. Oh, yes. So I do have a members only channel on Discord, on the Misfit Mining Discord. So make sure you link your YouTube to Discord, and then you'll have automatic access to that. So, alrighty. Oh, you had tornadoes there, Joker. Wow. Well, obviously you're okay, so that's good. T-Gig, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. He says, I prefer my friend Max. Your friend Andy I still say I was one of the first to discover him. I've been watching him for 2.5 years. Love his stuff. Absolutely love his stuff. If you have not subscribed to him, you really should. His stuff is on fire. Crypto Bedell gifted 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. Argon Strider, Galaxy 9 Synthesis, Lesta Dog, C57 T-Gig, and Katana. God, Katana wins everything. Jeez. Leave some for the other guys, man. Anyway, Katana actually just messaged me today. He did get the KS0 Pro that I sent out. So Sunflower Mama just swore. She said, holy shit, I just sent that. So we had sent it out on Friday, but hey, sometimes the post office does good work. Sometimes, not usually, but sometimes. So, and Rabbit Mining, his stuff was sent out on Friday as well, but that'll probably take a few more days to get to him. So everything's fine with my dad, but that kind of took my whole day away because I was working and at the hospital with my dad. Got him back, and so anyway, just kind of a weird day. And then over the weekend, I put in my Dream Machine SE, loving it, have it all set up, VLANs and everything. Learned a lot in the process. Now I feel like I say I'm an expert, but I definitely know how to set up VLANs on it now and do it effectively. Learned how to learned about tagged and untagged VLANs and trunk ports, all that. And anyway, so I basically now have the Dream Machine. I made one of the there's like 2 WAN ports, or defaulted to WAN ports. I changed one of them to a LAN port so that I have a 2.5 gig connection into the Dream Machine, and then I have a 10 gig link down to my 48 port switch. Not that we even use anywhere close to that much bandwidth going down to that port, but hey, figure I might as well. Mining King is here. Can you help me with networking? Okay, thanks. I could help you out with a few things, but don't ask me to help out with MikroTik anymore. That's for sure. I like MikroTiks. They can do anything. It's just the fact that means there's a lot of things to get through. It's just there's a learning curve to MikroTik. And I did get pretty far along in that learning curve, but finally came down to it. I wanted one brand. I was thinking about going TP-Link and decided, you know what? I already have an access point and the 48 port switch that are both Ubiquiti. Why wouldn't I just put in a Dream Machine? And it just made it that much simpler. So got all that done. And actually last night, right before I went to bed, I realized one of the Helium miners that I had didn't automatically change to the new subnet. So I had to unplug and replug that one in, and then it came back. But I think everything's back. We even tested out print today, and that was working. Just learn. And I have like six VLANs or something. It's DJ's doing a DJ. Mine went to bed. All right. Well, welcome everybody from DJ Stream. I was gonna say it is past his bedtime. So yeah, don't forget to hit that like, people, or you know what happens. So I do not have that sound effect and will never will. But so anyway, so I did, that was like a whole kind of weekend project. Started about midday on Saturday. DJ's here. Yeah. Yes, I know you're an old man. Well, I was lucky because when I was at the hospital between times, my dad's in the hospital room sleeping, so I just put my head back and I got a little bit of a nap while I was at the hospital. So had that benefit. But then once I had gotten home after bringing my dad home from the hospital, then Then it was fast to work because there were a bunch of fires to put out, and especially for end of the month things that were not done properly, and we got them fixed. But anyway, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Let's see. Oh wow, we're really taking a dip down to, oh my gosh, just below 68. What's the world coming to? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think I just don't know how many bumps along the road we're gonna see, especially with the Bitcoin ETFs over the weekend. We're not gonna see that same traffic, so we're gonna see a lot more traffic during the week and then a lot less on the weekends. So how is that gonna make the ride a little bit more of a roller coaster? I don't know. I just something I was thinking about. Once you start doing that crossover between the regular markets and the crypto markets, kind of interesting to see how that comes out. All right, everybody wants to see the DJ clip. All right, let me see what I can do. Hold on. I got to get it to where you guys can see it. Stop it. There we go. All right, let's do this. Well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, but I guess that'll work. All right, hold on. And I do need to make sure that I have the sound on for the desktop, because I don't think I do. No, I do not. All right, let me see. You have headphones in? Okay. So Sunflower Mom will be able to tell me whether you guys can actually hear this or not. Okay.
Go! A little more! Just a little! Go! A little more! Just a little.
For the record, I'm sitting there, and before he even starts doing this, it had already broke. So basically what I looked for when I was doing it, I was looking to see which one was earliest, had the most recent information. And so I was looking at all the other streams. I found this and I'm like, yep, this one is obviously getting information faster than everything else. So I saw that it broke to the 68,850, like just as he started kind of going, go, before it broke. And I typed in the chat, hey, we're there. Welcome to the bull run. And then he started screaming, like right as I hit enter. So just for the record. Anyway, although technically he had done it probably 10 seconds prior because he was on delay. Anyway, whatever. Alrighty, guys. Yes, he does crack us all up. All right, now that my screens are all messed up, I got to find my chat again. All right, here we go. There we go. Now I'm back to the way I want to be. Well, the way I want my screens to be anyway. All right, so what do you guys want to talk about? I don't want to sit here and talk about myself the entire stream. Yeah, other than that, I didn't really have a whole heck of a lot of things to talk about. I didn't do research just because of the way the day went, and yeah. CoinGecko says all-time high for BTC was 69,045. Interesting. Well, any way you look at it, though, we hit an all-time high. And yes, DJ is an amazing entertainer, no question. I like to teach. That's what I like to do on my streams, but that just wasn't in the cards tonight because nobody was going to be listening because everybody's going to be so excited about Bitcoin finally hitting the all-time high. So, yep. And so we're settling out. Where are we at? 68,247, 68,294, thereabouts. Let's see if I can fix this so that you guys can see the price. Nope, that's not what I want. That's what I wanted. And then make it a little smaller. But you guys can then see the price. Makes it a little bit easier to see. Alrighty, so well, I remember from previous runs that typically when Bitcoin goes off on the bull run, altcoins take a pause. Not necessarily go down, but they don't really do much. It's always delayed. Obviously, altcoins have been on a tear recently, so it is kind of time for them to take a little bit of a pause. And I think that's kind of a key. So one of the things I'm currently doing is, I mentioned this to a few people, is taking an IRA and moving it into a crypto IRA at iTrust Capital. If you're interested, I've got a referral code. Not my intention of why I'm saying this, but I do have a referral code that if you're interested, $100 for you, $100 for me. So if you're interested, I don't even have it here. So DM me if you're interested in that. Anyway, but moving some money over there, well, not exactly the best time because it's a little late, but I'm looking at it as, yeah, Bitcoin's pumping, but there's still a lot of altcoins that haven't come anywhere close to their all-time highs. And these are reputable coins. These are not, you know, your 500 to 1,000 ranked coins. These are coins that have function, have a reputation, and are going somewhere with the bull run. They're just going to be a bit delayed. This is the opportunity in those, because if you look at like Solana, even Solana, for example, it hasn't gotten even close to its all-time high. So there's still time for that. Cardano is another one that is significantly below its all-time high. So there's plenty out there. I mean, and you guys have heard me talk about Litecoin. Fine. Litecoin only gets to its all-time high. Doesn't go any higher than that. That's like 450, if I recall correctly. We're not, last time I checked, I didn't look at what Litecoin was today, honestly. But I mean, even if it's at 100, and I think it's below, I think it's between 90 and 100, if I remember. Anyway, you know, we're still talking about 4.5 to 5 times its value. And again, that's only if it doesn't go above its all-time high and only gets to its all-time high. So Bitcoin always leads the pack. I actually thought Litecoin would lead the pack because it had done that during the bear run when we had like little bear rallies. Litecoin always was at the lead of that pack. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question, Scott Sheffield. Joker Miner says, my wife said, what was that sound? LOL, DJ screaming. Yeah, that was DJ screaming like a girl. Ted says, what do you think about some of the smaller platforms running out of BTC? I did not actually know that. Like I said, I've been a little out of pocket today. I did not know that smaller platforms ran out of BTC today. I did hear some people in DJ stream talking about that there were some delays on some trades, but I didn't know if those involved Bitcoin or not. So that is kind of interesting. Not even kind of, that's very interesting. Yes, Crypto Badel, BTC has broken past its all-time high. According to this chart, it's at 68,850, and the previous all-time high was 68,789. And according to CoinGecko, it actually went over 69. So you may be thinking, well, wait a minute. Why are there all these different values? Why isn't there just one common value? Well, that's because every exchange is different. Every exchange is its own market. So you may have, generally you're going to find prices that are similar, but there are definitely arbitrage opportunities out there. I've done them a few times where one exchange is so much different than another. And as long as you have some time and the arbitrage opportunities stay, you can move between like 3 different coins and make a profit just on the movement of the coins, even with all the exchange fees and everything you're doing. Anyway, but yeah, so you're going to have different values as to how they average the actual price of Bitcoin averaged out over all the exchanges, because some places may be only taking the top 10, some places may be taking the top 20, some may take the top 10, but they're going to do a weighted average instead of just an average. There's a lot of different ways that you can calculate the price of Bitcoin. Let's see. Farmer Vincent says, all my crypto is on hardware wallet. Where is a good place for cash conversion when I'm ready to sell? For me, I use, oh gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Starts with a K and it's not KuCoin. Give me a second and I will tell you. It is Kraken. That is my favorite. But yeah, I mean, you can do a Coinbase, whatever. But I do a lot of times use swap space. So you've heard people talk about simple swap, and that's good too. The reason why I like swap space is because it can use simple swap, but it also can use a lot of other things as well. So it's just a more broad, it has more options. So it'll have more coins that can transfer between each other as well. So swap space is my place to go. Probably have a link somewhere, an affiliate link. I haven't taken the time to actually put that in place. Oh, interesting. Didn't actually notice that I got this big black spot here. Anyway, in the lower left, because nothing's there. I moved my screen over and then put that there. So that's right. It works. Let's see what else we got. Galaxy 9 Synthesis. I hear good things are happening today, but I've been too busy to take a peek at my wallets yet. I have been peeking at my wallets today. That was fun. That was definitely fun. I can definitely tell we're at the all-time high because my wallets are back at the all-time high, basically. They're structured much differently than they were back then. But the actual value is about the same. I did some cashing out during the bear run. I've obviously been doing some accumulating. So I'm glad that my wallets are back where they were. That's for sure. So it was showing some of them where they said they have none. Oh, okay. Some of the exchanges. Interesting. Get a K7 before they're gone. Could do that. I'd prefer to get an L7 myself. Actually, the one I really want to get is an X16Q. That is the one I would love to have. The X16P with where my power currently is would be really difficult to have. I don't really have enough power to do 1700 watts. I have enough to do like a third of that, which is what the X16Q is, and it's about the third the price. So yeah, I'm thinking about that because basically you can do some spec mining. Octaspace, if you consider it a spec coin, is in there, and there's been a couple other ETH hash coins that have also been doing well. Plus, how can you go wrong with Max Chain? You just can't. You just can't. Let's see. I just rocking one since launch. I got a first batch. Nice. Yes, please hit that like button. We are at 128 viewers. Wow, that was quick. Yes, Kraken, and yeah, I mean you can link your bank account as well. So yeah, you can get your payouts directly to your bank account from Kraken. Bittrex was good till they stopped USA users. Yeah, Crypto Bedell, 100%. That's who my go-to was. I love them. That was really, really unfortunate. They were just a plain Jane exchange. That's all they did. just being an exchange. They allowed for Cardano staking, but that's because they ran a Cardano staking pool. So it wasn't like there was any funny business going on. Like, how are they giving, staking returns? No, it's just straight from the staking pool that they have. So, so that was cool. I don't know. I wanted to be on something. It's like when you have a bank. Do you remember this? All you guys probably don't even remember the savings and loans. The savings and loans competed so hard with one another that finally they all basically, it's kind of like, I am going to price things to make my competition bleed. And that's what all the savings and loans were doing to one another, and to see who could basically rush to the bottom and basically lose money. And that's what they ended up doing in an effort to try to gain market share. So anyway, so yeah, my point was that I don't like my exchanges to do too much. I want my exchange to be an exchange and to do it well. That's it. Don't do like weird staking stuff where you have this mysterious money, or I honestly don't really even want any of them to have their own token. I mean, I know they all do pretty much, but like, what the heck? Just be an exchange. That's it. You don't need your own token to do it. Yeah, Doge has like more than doubled in price at this point, being at 20 cents. So that's like the one altcoin that has really jumped along with Bitcoin, which I guess isn't that crazy considering it's, a Bitcoin fork basically. I mean, it's not exactly a Bitcoin fork, but Travel says he wants an X16Q. Yeah, I really like that one. Really like that one. POW Mining says sold Dogecoin. That chart looks way too steep. I don't blame you. See, I know that DJ says, you Timmies, you're selling. There is nothing wrong with selling something on the way up, especially when you think it's gone too far. As long as you are taking that and putting it into something else that you think will gain more. Yes, you will get hit with taxes. That's what happens when you make money. But you sell, you take those proceeds, and you put them in another coin that has a greater possibility of going up, and you sell that when it goes up, and lo and behold, at the end of the day, you have more money. And then the government says, yeah, give me some of that. Now, there is something to be said of managing short-term versus long-term gains. There's definitely something to be said for that. But overall, if you see something that you think, I don't see how it can sustain it, and you think something else has a greater opportunity, that's the key. You see something else that has a greater opportunity. I always look at it as, I have a portfolio that's worth X. If I were to invest in, let's say you've got $50,000. I've got $50,000 to invest today. How would I invest it today? If that does not match what you currently have, what are you waiting for? That's the way I look at it. What are you waiting for? Sell what you got, go into what you think is going to be the best, period. Now, it's one of the advantages as far as having like an IRA. That's one of the things I'm going to be looking forward to as far as that goes, because I won't even be worrying about taxes when I'm trading within that. So Crypto Bedell says, DJ Mines, there's a difference between selling and taking profits. I'm about to take profits and reinvest in other coins. Exactly, Crypto Bedell. I think that's the difference. If you are going to sell to pull the money out and just leave it in cash, not really a great time for that, in my opinion. I think all roads are going up right now. Yes, you'll see some trading sideways on certain coins, but overall. So anyway, DJ Mines, do what you gotta do. Network bits. No, I was too tired on Saturday. She's like, you want me to put the Hive Mapper in my car? I'm like, nah, I'll probably go driving this weekend. And then I didn't. But hey, I got how many pictures did I get today? Like little over 4,000. So did a little bit of driving today. Mining King, trade ogre for the win. Just say screwing you IRS. I guess I probably shouldn't have read that super chat. Thank you for the $20, Mining King. Much appreciated. Probably should have read that because now they probably are listening in and they heard me say your name. So not good. Not good. Not good. 40 hours last week. Wow. Yeah, I actually, so based on network bits, last weekend I went out and drove for about 2 hours or so. For the entire week, I got about $200 worth of honey. And I did drive other things during the week, but it's still pretty good. I was probably about $75 per hour, somewhere in that range. Joker Miner with the super chat, $1.99. Bears made a trade. They did? No, he's talking about the Chicago Bears made a trade. Did they make a trade for... God, really? Now you're going to... I have to know. Did they trade Fields? Let's see. Oh. Bills trade Ryan Bates to the Bears for a 5th round pick. Okay, cool. I actually have making an investment in the offensive line. That is awesome. I like that. Anyway. Yeah, as far as the NFL goes, the Bears are in a... all the Bears fans are like watching and waiting. What are they going to do? Are they going to keep Justin Fields or are they going to draft a new quarterback? Hopefully not this Caleb kid who's flaky as all get out. I'm not going to be looking forward to the season if they draft this kid. He's getting a lot of bad advice. A lot of bad advice. All right, back to chat. Back to chat. Yes, network bits. Make a video. I quit my job to map full time. This is how much I made. Yeah, I know. And then the CEO was not amused. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that. Let's see here. The Mining King sold all your bikes. I'm assuming you mean motorcycles. Pretty sure. Joker Miner, keep Fields. I'm on the fence. It depends about what you get for Fields versus what you get for the 1st round draft choice. And that's the real key. And a $10 super chat from Hawk. Thank you, Hawk. Hi, I'm Hawk Crypto, and I have a problem. For the past 2 weeks, I have bought 3 4090s, and I don't understand why. F. Not exactly how that goes, but yeah, something like that. So wait a minute. I saw that Joker Miner, you just bought a whole bunch of more 4090s as well? I thought I saw that early on. And Mining King, I thought you had 25 Mining King, 25 S19Ks. Yeah, you need to round it up to 25. 24 just will not do. I mean, I guess you can say 2 dozen. It's kind of has a nice ring to it. Yeah, I thought it was 25 because you said you had 19 and then I thought you said you bought 6 more, which obviously makes 25. Oh, I said I did. I wasn't sure if you were talking about me or you. So yeah, no, I did not buy 6 more 4090s. I have 2 more that I want to buy, but honestly right now, one of my vast rigs is driving me nuts because so I have a 6 GPU rig. It looks perfectly fine. It's showing up on their network, all of that. But when I go to search I have 4 out of the 6 GPUs that are rented. The 2 middle ones aren't rented. And no matter what I do to the price, it doesn't show up on the search and they can't get rented. I don't care how low I set the price. They will not get rented. And it's driving me crazy. So yeah, 2 4090s not rented. That does hurt a bit. I have 10 of them. So yikes. And so I basically did some calculations. Pretty much I've got 15 GPUs, 10 of them are 4090s, but they make up 85% of the revenue. So a lot. So when you take 2 out of those 10, taking about a 15% hit to the revenue. So yeah, unfortunately, really wish that I could get those back up and running, but I'll worry about that after the stream. Yeah, Canadian miners will get more for the draft pick, and you kind of know what you have with Justin Fields. He made the comment. I'm responding to the comment. She doesn't care about the Bears. That's what she was saying. But yeah, definitely get more for the draft pick. So I'm leaning towards keeping Fields, but if somebody makes some crazy offer for Fields, gotta look at it. Yeah, you're tired as hell. I got it. I can't say that I'm not either. Maybe it's 25. All right, so we're still at 68 to, well, about 68.3, around that range. What the heck? Obviously, I'm missing something. Mining King says, I need Counter-Strike time. Did you bring your computer with you? I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't have. I don't know. Panda's probably watching somebody else's stream. He's probably watching Andy or something. Geek of all trades. I like a steering wheel belt buckle driving me nuts. Oh, I see. You're talking about that. Got it. I got it. It took me a second, but yeah, you were just saying because I said that the Vastry was driving me nuts. Got it. Little slow in the uptake. Can we do a poll? S. Chang says, I'm curious how much crypto people own. 0 to 5K, 5 to 10K, 10 to 20, over 20. I don't like doing that poll. I know it's anonymous, but yeah, I would rather have everybody keep their how much they own to themselves. And like I said, I know it's anonymous, but I still would like it kept to themselves. Sunflower Mama says sports ball is stupid. Sunflower Mama has spoken. The CEO doesn't like the idea of mapping with horses either. I'm thinking a modified GoPro mount. Yeah, they do not. Yeah, the problem is that, at least this is what I heard, was that, and same thing with on a motorcycle, you need to have a gimbal to keep it straight up and down, because otherwise the pictures would tilt. And whenever you made a turned a corner. The Desert Miner says get rid of Fields. Okay. 69K coming, run it back. Well, we'll see. Looks like it's gaining some strength again. We shall see. Might see it again tonight. Mining King says, yes, oh, you have the Mini ITX all Intel build. Cool. Martin says, will you keep 5700 XT GPUs or swap them for something else? If yes, what will you swap them with? Thanks. Well, I don't have any more 5700 XT. I sold them to Retro Mike. Have some regrets. Kind of glad I did it still. I don't know. It was what I felt like was right at the time. But if I was going to do it again, see, right now, because the hot algorithm is Kapow or ProgPow variants, and 5700 XT is still really good on those. So I'm not sure I would swap them for something else right now. Back when I did it, there were not anywhere near as many coins on Kapow. So, and certainly there weren't, the coins that were on it weren't doing that well at that point. So, and I didn't know if they would be. Mining King, where is it? I have a max voltage signed 5700 XT. Yeah. What's the bid up to, Mining King? What's the highest bid you've received for that? Because it is up for bid, just so you know. Anyway, let me go back further up. Let's see here. Counter-Strike time, then bed. Oh, Red Panda decided to finally grace us with his presence. Thanks, Panda. I'm just recording a wiring video. I'm done soon. I'll be on to play in like an hour. Well, I'm glad he's listening to us in the background. I'm honored. Joker Miner, no one makes the Mining King do anything. You'll learn this. That is true. That is very true. So Little Time Mining says, Hot Crypto Mining, I'm about to turn that one on that I got from you. Interesting. Mr. Pringle, welcome. Thinking about selling my SIA to buy more KS0 Pros. No. You want to sell your SIA to buy more Caspa? Not a bad idea. Even DJ, who loves his Caspa miners, says that in almost every case where the choice was to either buy a miner or an ASIC or buy the coin has usually come out on top, especially we're heading into a bull run. Now, Bitcoin aside, I think Bitcoin miners would are the way to go. Everybody's like, why is everybody buying Bitcoin miners? Because there's a track record. Track record is Bitcoin go up, ASIC miners go up as well. And so basically you make Bitcoin as it's going up. You get to near the top of the bull market. The Timmies are out in force. They all want to buy ASICs, and then you can sell it for 3 to 4 times what you bought it for. And then you can also sell your Bitcoin, and voila, you've now made a lot more money. So think about it. If Bitcoin, where's Bitcoin going to go from where it is right now? You're probably talking about 2 to 2.5 times, maybe getting to 150 to 180 I think on the high side, in my opinion. Could be wrong, not financial advice, but you buy an ASIC and that investment will go up at least 3 times, if not more. That's what history has shown. So we'll see what happens. And yes, and if you are looking at, and that was not financial advice, but if you've heard that before and are kind of thinking about it, I know that was actually something that Andy had talked about recently as well. That's one of the strategies he implements. But if you are looking to buy ASICs, yeah, I know a guy, something, what's it called again? TerraASICs.com. It's TerraHashes.com. Anyway, yes, I saw it in the chat. So I mean, I knew what it was anyway, but I was kind of trolling Hawk because, dude, of course I know TerraHashes.com. Anyway, I know he's going to say it wasn't for me. It was for everybody else in the chat. We're going to start being like Hawk, always shilling crypto mining. Gotta troll the good old Hawk. Chlor AI, that's kind of an interesting one. I do have some Chlor. I'm holding it. But there's between Retro Mike and Mining King, I've been kind of hearing some of the things they've been talking about. There's no point to their blockchain. None. They don't use any of their coins as it relates to the AI portion of what they do. They have a marketplace. It's all based in dollars. It's its own marketplace. What's the blockchain even for? So, yes, it'll go up because it has AI in the name. I get that. But just, yeah, who cares what it does? I know. I understand. I like to invest in things that have real value. And what Chlor is building has value, but it just has nothing to do with its crypto. Nothing. So, yeah. So I do hold some, kind of taking the old DJ, everything he touches turns to gold. So not a huge bag, If it went to 0, I'd be fine. But yeah, and I've gotten to where I wanted to get to. I said I wanted to get to 10,000 chlor. So I'm at 10,000 chlor. Is it 10,000 or 1,000? I'm trying to remember. It was one of the two. I don't even know what chlor's at right now. Like I said, I haven't really been watching. I've been watching my wallets and the exchanges and things like that, but mainly my Zelcore wallet, looking at what Flux is doing, as well as my EliPal and my Tangem. That's basically what I've been watching, as well as watching what Honey's doing, because I got a pretty decent amount of Honey as well. Let's see what else we got here. Hot Crypto is okay. Yeah, he's an all right guy. Mining King says, I sold my 3,000 chlor and like $800 and got like $800. Nice. Then I probably only have 1,000 chlor, not 10,000. Yeah, I must have 1,000 then. Awesome dump. How to avoid taxes? Legally, there's no way to avoid taxes, but as long as you don't sell, you can avoid taxes, because that's the taxable event. Now, if you trade from one coin into another, that is a taxable event. Just like if you were selling a stock and buying another one, that's selling that stock is a taxable event. So that's always something to keep in mind when you're doing that. But as far as not paying, you can choose not to pay taxes, but I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely wouldn't recommend it. Just starting a business doesn't get you out of paying taxes. It just allows you to deduct expenses against those gains. So yes, don't run it as a hobby, run it as a business, even if it's just a sole proprietorship. Therefore, it's basically, if you fill out Schedule C and run it as a business, then you can deduct your computer, any computer expenses that you're required. I've got to use my computer in order to manage everything I got downstairs. So any upgrades I do to this, that's an expense. Camera for YouTube, the networking that I just did, that's an expense. All of these things are expenses for the business. And so yes, that all does help to keep the but it really, that's the one thing where I will disagree with Hawk. You can't put the crypto in your business. Your crypto is yours. So when you have income, basically flow through income, and I guess I shouldn't say that, unless you do some type of corporate structure. If you do a corporate structure, then you can keep the income from your mining and stuff in the business, but that's much more elaborate. I'm just doing a sole proprietorship, which means all of the income flows to my taxes. So if you're going to be sole proprietor, and I think LLC is also the same way, that it flows through, not like a corporation, but straight through. You can technically be an LLC and file as an S Corp, but again, a lot more complication to that. If you want to just hire a tax accountant, if you have, if you're making couple $100,000 a year, yeah, it makes sense to obviously hire an accountant to do all that for you. I'm certainly not there, that's for sure. And I know enough to make sure that my taxes are done properly with how I'm structured. But yeah, so in the description, you guys are looking, I do have a Koinly affiliate link there. So if you are looking to do your taxes, I highly suggest using Koinly. It's a great service and it saves a ton of time. And heck, if you don't have that much in the way of transactions, you can still use Koinly free of charge, and then just take the information and input it manually, as opposed to using the Koinly service to provide you the automatic downloads and input into the tax software. Let's see. Oh my God, your ads. Yeah, I just have it set on whatever YouTube wants to do. You don't avoid taxes. You take expenses against things like that, against income. So I don't know. I don't look at it as avoiding taxes because you had to buy something. You had to buy something in order to avoid the taxes. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Enough on that. Joker Miner says, I got my $5 back on taxes. Ooh, wow. 5K. Don't. Oh, 5K. Sorry. Thought it said $5. Well, nice. Nice. Congratulations. Yeah, it is reading, but you know, reading's hard, as Geek always says. Veteran, that's so nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Crypto Bedell is banned. Why was Crypto Bedell banned? Oh, he's saying please stop. That's not spamming the chat. They're all different comments. Anyway, I will, if somebody spams the same thing over and over, I will ban them. But Hawk, you're good. You're good. Golden Wolf, yes, and actually I did actually see that come through. So appreciate you using my referral code. Very much appreciated. And if it wasn't you, then it was somebody else. But I know that the timing was kind of synced. So let's see. Little Time Mommy says tax this, tax that. Yeah, I know. Yes, reduces the crap out of taxable income, that's for sure. Have kids. Well, I did, but those kids are out on their own now, so I no longer have them as deductions. So yeah. All right, Hawk, I will ban you. Okay. You want spam, I'll give you spam. No, this is still my stream, so you and Crypto Bedell can go somewhere else and have your little spat. Okay. Enough. Oh, I could ban them. I can just take them out from being a mod. So, Mining King, when maxtaxesllc.com, I need some help here. Oh, we can talk. I want to make sure I keep my, employee of the month going. So I got to help the boss out a little bit with his taxes. It's kind of the way it works. DJ Mine says they tax you when they give you money and when you buy something. Love it. What? They tax you when they give you money. Oh, I see what you're saying. And when they buy you something. Yeah. So like, for instance, if you get unemployment, that unemployment is taxed. So the government's giving you money and then thus taketh away. But yeah, it is still income. So they define it as income. I always thought that was kind of stupid. Then just give me less unemployment then if you're going to take it away anyway. All right. Jason, damn, I didn't realize it made the topic of the night. I'm about to, Mr. Red Panda. Take it when we make money, take it when we spend money. Yeah, because you got sales tax as well. Let's see. S. Chang. Long-term capital gain is usually 15%. One way to reduce tax. Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely want to be looking at that. I generally do highest in, first out, so that I'm minimizing my gains. And that way, when I do take things out and it's a higher gain, because I basically bought things at a lower price, it'll be a long-term capital gain and be taxed much less. And there are actually, even depending on how much you make, you could actually even have less than 15%. Let's see. Anybody else have anything of real question? I get a donut choice? Really? Wow. So our health says Bitcoin will crash to 30K after hitting 90K. That is possible. Don't think so. But it is possible. So if you remember during the last bull run to bear run. Okay, so the peak of the 2016, 2017 bull run was like right around 17,000. The next bull run was the one that went to 69, right around 69,000. And when it dropped back down, it went to the previous, around the previous all-time high. So wherever we go, I think we'll end up coming back down to around 60 to 70. That's my, based on previous cycles in the bull run. That's what I think. John Doe says, you need a seasonal plant behind you. Well, I have a plant. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to that plant? Oh, yeah, there's a plant right there. You don't like that plant? You're hurting Sunflower Mama's feelings, just so you know. Ovalbore Tech is, who let him in here? Oh, whoops, Randy's stream got me all sorts of late. Oh, so Randy was live tonight too. Wow. Okay, everybody was live tonight. You want to really piss him off, tell him it's called a Christmas cactus. Oh, yeah, sorry. And actually, there's no Christmas tree there, but you know what that is? That's a Christmas cactus. It blooms at Christmas. Oh, it is? Oh, I guess it's getting ready to bloom right now, but it does bloom first during the year around Christmas. Let's see. Chum Changes here. Who invited that guy? Always trying to get it, but never successful. Poor Sob or SOP. Let's see here. Yes, Chum Change is the boss. Not my boss, but the boss. DJ Mines is still here. Yeah, Randy loves that Ethereum. Hate Ethereum. I'm done. I don't hold any Ethereum. I'm done. There's plenty of other crypto in the sea. I do not need Ethereum to make or break me. There'll be other things that'll go up at least as much as Ethereum, in my opinion. Chump says, yeah, and she... Oh, okay, never mind. I will not read that. He probably wrote that just so I'd write it. Although, if he really wanted me to read it, he would have tagged me. So, but thanks. I almost got myself, a strike. Kid's been a pain, I'm sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know who cut it is the wonderful Sunflower Mama. She does a good job. 10 minutes to midnight. Everyone loves hanging with max voltage. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Nerd Beast, welcome. John Doe, John Germain, and Todd Tebow. How do you feel about this upcoming bull market compared to the last? It's going to be interesting. Some people are basically saying, hold on. Because if you remember the last bull run, it was a double top. So the second top was the end of the bull run. Well, then coming down was like the end of the bull run. But the initial pump was like only about 150 days. 100, it's 5 months. Only 5 months until we hit like crazy tops. I'm really curious to see how this Bitcoin bull market pans out and how long it is before the altcoins catch up. So I think they're going to take a pause here for a little bit, but I think that not financial advice, but I'm looking at this as an opportunity to pick up some strong altcoins, the less risky ones. And yeah, you could pick up some flyers along the way as well. Because I think some of them might come down a little bit. Some I think have come down a little bit. So we're still at 68,000 for Bitcoin. I'd call that a win. And I would have thought maybe we might have dropped back down to high 66s maybe. I mean, we did have a heck of a day. That is for sure for Bitcoin. ETC Classic will hit $200 after halving, then crash. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I do have some ETC. That's just not one of my things. John Doe. No, she does not use the Flowbee. She does not. She uses scissors. She does a good job. Overboard tech. What the heck did he say? Sunflower Mama, I can't tag you. Oh, well. Oh, okay. Well, you can tell he didn't tag you because it's not like capitalized. No, I know, but and here it does not look like it is. So obviously, Ovalbor, are you on mobile by any chance? That's weird. Now he can. Thank goodness. Yeah, now it's capitalized. It's so weird. On yours it was. It was not on mine. She doesn't care about mine. Okay. Crisis averted. Yeah, thank God. You can tag Sunflower Mama. Oh, we can all take a deep breath now. Tech 10 minutes of midnight says, now this cycle has ETFs in the mix. It will be interesting to see this play out. Yeah, absolutely. I like call this the white swan event instead of the black swan event. We have a major difference in this cycle, and that is the Bitcoin ETF and all of the buying that's going to happen as people just put a sliver of everything they have, basically of all of these retirement funds. Everybody's going to start putting like 1%, maybe 2%, maybe some more into Bitcoin ETFs. So yeah, that's going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Yeah, I'm thinking it's because Bitcoin's at all-time high, Crypto Bedell. I think that's definitely the reason. Let's see here. DJ Mines, this one is wild. All-time highs, near all-time high prior to having. Yeah, that is the craziest thing. Nobody predicted this. Anybody who's been around, all the OGs are just like, what is going on? What is going on? I watched Chump this morning and watched the Crypto Zombie. Well, for as much as I could. Then I got the phone call about my dad. But was watching it, and yeah, he was just like mind blown. I typed that all up by hand. Little Time Mining, 250K. I don't think that's outside the realm of possibilities. I think that's definitely on the high side. I don't think it's going to go that high. I don't even think it'll get to 200K. I think between 150 and 200. That's what I think. But nobody really knows. S. Chang says, are 2Miners Bitcoin payouts virgin? No. How can they be? Virgin Bitcoin means that you actually mined Bitcoin. So if you are mining other coins and getting paid out in Bitcoin, no, those are not virgin Bitcoin, because all 2Miners is doing is they are doing the transfer or the exchange for you. So they can't be virgin because you're doing a trade to get them, which means somebody else mined them first. So no, that is definitely not virgin Bitcoin. Ovalborg Lamborghini. You don't have a Lamborghini better at this point? Yeah, see, that's what we should just be like, where's my Ferrari? Where's my Tesla? Or I'm gonna Tesla this bull run, or I'm gonna Ferrari this bull run, instead of just I'm gonna Lambo this bull run. There's lots of options out there. I'm not a car guy though. I know I'm probably one of the few guys in this space that's not a car guy. I look at a car as transportation. Comfortable, hopefully, but transportation. Yeah. Sunflower, we have other things we would want to get. DJ is not about the cars. He's about getting a house with a fountain in front of it. That's what he's about. Am I wrong, DJ? Ted said, speaking of virgin Bitcoin, when the fees are attached to a block, then doesn't that muddy the virgin aspect really, as it's mixed virgin and old Bitcoin? That's a good point. That's like mind blown statement. So yeah, if you have extra fees on top of where people are paying them, yeah, that's obviously not going to be virgin Bitcoin, because that Bitcoin's coming from the person that is actually making the transaction. It's basically taking a slice off the side of that Bitcoin that's being traded and putting it into, so I don't know, maybe it's laundered so that way it's clean. I don't know. That's a good point though. Son of a rabbit, you say that till first time you drive a Porsche. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get out. I can always get in. I'd hit my head. I mean, 6'3" people getting in and out of a Porsche at my age would be like a little difficult. That is for sure. TJ Mine says new Tesla Roadster was announced 0 to 60 in less than 1 second. Yeah, that probably would hurt. You better make sure you get your head back. That's all I can say. Nerdbee says, yeah, same here, Max. Would rather spend on other things. Yeah. I want to spend, if I'm going to spend money on things, I want to spend money on things that are going to make money, which is kind of the DJ thing, or going to make life more comfortable, easier, those types of things. Let's see. G-Wagon? Is that a Volkswagen type thing? Let's see. Rolls-Royce is the car to buy. Again, not a car guy. I think Rolls-Royce are kind of. Yeah, right. No, I'll spend, you know, if I had money, I'd spend 10 grand on a bicycle. No question. Trust me. Huge difference. Huge difference in the ride quality and experience on a $10,000 bicycle versus like a $3,000 bicycle. It really is.
Great cyclists like cost more than his car. All the good cyclists.
Yeah, cost more than whose car?
All of their bikes cost more than their own car.
Yeah, all of the professional cyclists all own bikes that are worth more than the actual car they drive. Of course, they don't make a lot. Joker Miner, good night. Black Hat Team says need 4-wheel drive for some of the roads. I don't need 4-wheel drive. I can get around just fine on 2-wheel drive with traction control. Traction control was a game changer. Didn't need 4-wheel drive at that point, in my opinion. Hawk Kryptomani says, all right, Schwinn frickin' Armstrong, who told you to ride a bike, name that movie. I don't know that one because it isn't a bike movie, that's for sure. I do not know that movie. Anybody else know that movie? Schwinn voltage at it again. I need to get back on the bike is what I need to do. Give me a low mileage Accord and I am happy. Again, I can't get in and out of an Accord anymore. Get a BMW. No, I don't want a BMW. Zach and Miri make a porno. Is that what that is? I didn't ever see the movie, so yeah. Let's see. I'm going back and forth. Yeah, you never need 4-wheel drive if you have winter tires. That is facts. But I don't need 4-wheel drive anyway. Bottom line is, if you can't get going, you're not going to be able to stop. So that's the way I look at it. We'll need new tires before next year, though. Mining King, buying the house next to Panda. Well, hopefully that house is a little bit better kept up than the one Panda bought. Back to topics. Well, what topics? Give me a topic, Crypto Bedell, that's crypto related. Well, I could stop talking. Oh, it is 9:17. It is actually. I'll go another 5 minutes, and then we will call it a night. No, everybody's still got to be watching it. We're below 68,000 right now. Mining King says he'll hire the RPM Renovations Incorporated. I don't know if I would do that. Some of his contractors I heard were really bad. Maybe he would go out and get some better subcontractors, though. Just for you. All right, guys, I know this has been kind of a weird stream, but it is kind of a weird night when you hit all-time highs and we enter the bull run. So I hope, well, some people said they liked the stream, so I'm glad you liked it. If you did and you haven't hit the like button on the yet, please hit it on the way out. If you like this kind of content, also please like and subscribe. I am trying to get to 5,000. I am currently at 4680. So I got 320 to get to 5,000. So hopefully want to get there. I don't know, maybe by end of May, hopefully. Sooner would be great. But yeah. Let's see. What coins were you mining last month? What I was mining last month, well, I had the X16P, so I was mining a lot of different ETH coins. So I did ETC, I did Larissa, I did Kanxium, Octaspace, Max Chain, among a lot of other ones. Ares, or Aves, I should say. There were a lot of them, but the ones that kind of stick to my mind are Larissa, Kanxium, and Octaspace, and Max Chain, of course. So that's kind of the main things. I'm currently mining Alephium. And other than that, I think that's about it. All the rest of it's mainly on Vast right now. Travel, will you link the site with that chart? Sure, I can provide that link. I just happened upon it just by accident. I was looking for a good ticker. So I will put it in the chat. There you go. Let's see. There is a short bull run. This is a short bull run because pre-BTC halving. I don't think so. I mean, in my opinion, there might be a little bit of a dip, but there's always going to be dips during a bull run. There could be dips up to, 10 to 15%. So could there be that big of a dip after the halving? Sure. But again, it doesn't take away that white swan event. So I think that will be minimized. I think more than anything, we'll take maybe a slight dip with some sideways movement after the halving, and then keep going. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe would be my guess after the halving, something like that. Michael Stewart said, what Kapow coin would you mine first if you had none? And why? And why would it be Meow Coin? It would not be Meow Coin. I was mining Chlor, so I would have to say Chlor. It certainly wouldn't be Raven Coin. I don't know. Neoxa would be very interesting to me at this point, but Chlor is more profitable. So if I am trying to get more Neoxa, I would like to get a node eventually. It's going to take a while at my rate. But yeah. So I would say Chlor or Neoxa would be my two picks. Overboard says Nismo Miner. There was a half model year in 2011 with the 5.2 and a 6-speed in the LPP Gallardo. Those are good too, but they don't exist. Got it. Yes. Yeah, there is a new algorithm. I know they haven't switched to it yet, but yeah. CryptoBudell says, I have 5 3070 Ti's on a 900 watt PSU running from 240 volt. Is that safe? It depends. If you have it running in such a way where you have multiple checks on the maximum power that can be put out, yeah. But there's always the possibility that it can go to max power. For instance, if you overclock them in such a way, or they overheat or something like that, where they will automatically like lose their overclock and then just switch to standard clocks. Yeah, if that happened to every single one of your cards, yeah, that would be kind of dangerous because you'd be over the capacity. Those are like 200. Well, 3070 Ti's are like 220 watt. No, 275, I believe. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. And I will call that a night. It has been at 9:22, so I've been at this for an hour and 22 minutes because I pretty much started right on time. So thank you guys all again for coming. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you are not a subscriber and you like this kind of content, please subscribe on your way out. Yes, if all the new members that were gifted memberships tonight, don't forget to link your YouTube to your Discord so that you have access to the OnlyFlans Discord channel. Alrighty, with that said, appreciate you guys all being here tonight, and the General is out.